Beautiful people, what's going on? I'm Carl Mays, and I'm back, y'all. Welcome to the Wedding MC TV. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome home. If you are returning, I want to say welcome back. The one thing I want to make sure we do is get a chance to talk about another MC tip. And before I start anything, like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, share. Please share, please share, please share. Stop gatekeeping. Y'all make sure y'all share the video, and definitely hit the like button. I've realized that that's an important thing too. So definitely hit the like button. Trying to get into a mode of making sure that I tell you all what to do. I know some people just kind of watch videos and they don't do any reactionary, but I heard the YouTube algorithm is about the comments, about the like button and subscribing. So if I can get y'all to be able to do that, work with your boy. In the Bible it states, "Thou shalt not play or hateth thine." I know people are like, what Bible is that? My Bible. How about that? Don't be hating and don't be gatekeeping. Let's completely share. It's a lot of videos out there. Your like and your button push, makes a difference for me at least. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure everybody else. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. We are back for another MC tip. Shout out to those that are definitely understanding where I'm going. I want to make sure that I get to those people out there that really want some insight and know that they're not alone with some of the challenges it is when we talk about speaking or being in front of audiences. The anxiety that people get and what just some of those things we all deal with. If you are in just a small office and you have a staff meeting and you have to stand before them, sometimes that's a little tense, even though you have to get that information across. And if you're a person that, on a weeknight or whatever, and you host a little, poetry spot, or if you, stand before, people on the weekends or you're speaking to large audiences, there are different things that we all go through, and some of them good, some of them bad, but here's a platform for us to talk about it. How about that? So let's get right into this MC tip today. This one basically is master the art of time management as an MC. Master the art of time management as an MC. It's a very, very important thing. Time management, I think, is a killer, or can be a killer, depending on how you handle it. Let me say that. Keeping something moving right along. Let me read to you what I wrote. A well-timed event is a successful event. One of the MC's primary responsibilities is to ensure that the event runs smoothly and on time. Be aware of scheduled slots for speeches, performances, and activities, and make sure you keep a watchful eye on the clock. If things start to run behind, be prepared to make adjustments on the fly to keep everything moving forward efficiently without rushing. Now, that can go either direction. If things are running too fast and you get into the end of the show too fast, you got to figure out a way to be able to eat up that time too. I think that just making sure you keep an awareness while you are guiding this program or this event or what have you. Now, again, when it's, television, it's a little bit different because you have a production manager, you have, people in your ear. If you have an earpiece and they're letting you know how much time you got on what before they have to cut to commercials, because, those things are a little bit different because there are people that are paying for, certain advertising slots, and those ads need to go because that's how the show is actually curated, right? It's how it's paid for. And, some people, that's a whole nother nuance, and I'm sure it's going to be something that I, give an MC tip about later as well. But mastering the art of time management is a very, very key thing. And I want to make sure I get a chance to expound on it. And in some of these videos, I'm trying to get to that part in me where I actually try to remember some. I've done so many events. I'm trying to remember some nuances that I ran into and how I handled it. But let me think of something on time management. When I do weddings, especially wedding receptions, Wedding receptions are booked in a 4-hour block, and time management is key. Um, you have your ceremony that happens, and then right after the ceremony, just you know, from a normalcy, people do kind of the same format. But right after the wedding, the couple will do their outro, but then they'll come back in with the rest of their bridal party, and then they'll get ready for photos, and they want the immediate family and stuff there, so they can do all kinds of different setups. While that's going on, the guests are now at the cocktail hour. The cocktail hour is exactly what it sounds like. It's a cocktail hour, right? So they have one hour to get these pictures done. They have 1 hour to definitely allow these people to kind of mingle and things of that nature. Cocktail style, which is basically standing and high table boys, those high tables. You have that kind of thing going on, and people are enjoying maybe like a violinist or a person on a cello or something, just something that's elegant yet soothing yet refreshing and moderate, so that people can see old friends. Girl, how you doing? Hey, what's up, man? All that kind of stuff. So you have everything going on. And in the meantime, the main room where the reception will be is getting prepared, if not already prepared. Eventually, the couple will go in and they will, get their first look at the room before everybody goes in. And then once people are in, all of this is happening on time, because at the same time, that couple is also renting out that venue. So they know, particularly, they have that venue up until a certain moment. And 9 times out of 10, let's say you have a 5 o'clock ceremony, you have 6 to 7 o'clock cocktail hour, and then 7 to 11, and then that couple has to be out of there by 1 a.m. So which means that everything must be broke down and packed up, or whatever the case may be. So the reception will probably be over at around 11 o'clock immediately, and then get everybody out of there, get all the vendors and stuff back in, things get broke down and out of there. So me as an MC, it's very important. When we start that thing, they let the guests in about, if the cocktail hour is from 6 to 7, so to speak, that still incorporates the time of them getting inside of that reception hall. So if about 6:40, start allowing the guests to enter into the reception hall. The DJ just has maybe like a small jazz mix, hip-hop jazz mix, and people are coming in, they're finding their table cards, where their seats are, getting situated. On this other side, the bride and groom and their bridal party should be wrapping up photos. And that is always key, because it depends on how large the bridal party is with how fast the photographer will possibly go. Again, still the time management. Even if it's outside the MC, I just know how everything goes because I do a full consultation. Yet, it's going to be another MC tip I'll talk about later anyway. But in the meantime, 7 to 7:05 is the time that I'm getting ready to introduce the bridal party into this room. So you want to make sure people start taking their seats around 6:55, 6:58. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please take your seats. I know some people are probably getting drinks or whatever the case may be. If you could, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start in 2 minutes. We would love for you all to take your seats. You can definitely, go back to the bar afterwards. So they're taking their seats. I met with the bridal party. We're getting ready to do our thing. At the end of the day, I'm introducing the bridal party in around 7:05 at the latest. And I'm very cognizant of the clock and how much time we have to do what. So these things have to happen because they're also entertainment too. They're not just box checkoffs. So if I stay on time on that part, things will be great. If it seems like we're moving pretty fast, then it gives me a little time to now eat up and get the audience to be familiar with who I am. So you can use and pull from all of those different resources while keeping time on your mind. And some people have a tendency of making it all about themselves. And again, hit dogs bark. So if the shoe fits, you know the rest. I pray that you all are not like that. And if you are, be very cognizant when somebody hires you for your service, they want your service, but they are the subject. So which means that it's not your day, it's theirs. right? Keep the main thing the main thing. As long as you do that, trust me, things will be absolutely fabulous. But that time management, very key. Some people can get so hung up on talking about themselves that they forget what they're there for and they're losing out on time. The moment that they realize it and they figure out that they're probably behind time, then they start to hurry. So now you're cheating the subject even bad, even more bad. You're cheating them because now you're hurrying them out and people are not valiantly getting to know who they are. Yeah, it becomes very, very challenging. So you just have to make sure you figure out a space in there to tighten up and still get back to being composed. It's a great word. Because hurrying makes you visually seem like you're losing your composure. Because now you're just trying to get through something after you done told everybody about you. Right? So you use their platform to talk about you so that either everybody can like you or want to book you or whatever the case may be. It's not how it works. People book you because of your skill set. Your skill set is what's being shown. Be great at this. You don't have to sell yourself. Yourself is being sold anyway, right? So keep that in mind. Now, one of the other things it said, be aware of slots for speeches, performances, etc. Got to take those things into consideration. You know, if we're still talking about a reception, and imagine if there was a performance that needed to happen from, I don't know, a singer, a national recording artist, and everybody knows who that person is, or to bring them in, and we have to make sure they know that if you all have talked about it, stay within just the songs that either you all discussed or whatever the case may be, but stay in bounds of the time as well. So you have to be mindful. The one thing to do is to not panic, though. I've been asked before that if we seem to be running behind on time and there's no way to catch up for whatever reason, do we omit something? I can say possibly. The greatest thing in the world, I'm speaking particularly about a wedding reception, the greatest thing in the world is that the couple runs it anyway. So if they decide that they don't want to do something that we had on the timeline in lieu of getting time back, then that may work. But in the meantime, you as an MC and a host have to be at a point where you're cognizant of time all the time, because now you get to wasting time and other people's time, especially the guests. We don't want to waste their time. So for you out there that don't understand and don't know, this MC tip is a very, very important MC tip. And lock this in, time management. If it's anything you take out of any other videos that I've done up to now, time management, mastering the art of it as an MC is a very, very important MC tip. Listen, y'all, that's my time. Now is your time. I need you to go be great. My name is Carl Mays. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those that have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't commented, because I got a question down at the bottom. If you haven't commented on that question, I read them. I don't have a lot right now, so I'm reading them. And comment on it. I want to be able to talk about it. You never know, it may lead me into writing my next MC tip that I'll do again tomorrow. Monday through Friday, you can find MC tips. But I'm going to write another one because I think there's so much to say about this space. And I want to see you be great. And to know that I was an asset in helping you be cognizant of some of the things that people are very passive about and stand in audience. I'm hoarse too, y'all. That stand in front of audiences, be cognizant about it, and get better. That is my objective. Outside of that, I shall see you guys on tomorrow. And remember, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Do everything I would. I'll see y'all in a minute.